I asked for women, specifically those who say that they despise all men, to explain what the reasoning was behind their hatred. I mainly received two responses from that. The first being is that some of those women possibly experienced some type of abuse or trauma from a man or multiple men in their past. But when I pointed out that a person's past traumas are not excuses for current bad behaviors, that did not go over very well. And then there was the second response, was that men commit the majority of crime in this world, and therefore they cannot be trusted. But when I asked, does that excuse stereotyping of certain ethnic groups or religious groups as well? And all there was silence. So I really didn't get a reasonable or rational response to why they hate men. Because remember, there is no reasonable or rational response to hatred, because hatred itself is irrational.
There's not a man on the planet who's been nitpicked and nagged on and critiqued and criticized and attacked into respectability. This is the pushback that I have gotten for 25 years from women and wives. I'll respect my husband when he's respectable. Here's the truth, ladies. If you withhold your respect until he's acted in such a way as you deem to be respectable, you will damn him to failure. Many of you wives have husbands who aren't respectable, in part because you've failed to help them in such a way so that they become respectable. You're still defensive in your mind, and that's okay. You wrestle between you and God on this matter. But hear me when I say, when you look at his weakness and go, yeah, but, you look at a weakness and then you critique and attack him in that weakness, when maybe that's a weakness that God called you to make up for with your helpmanship, so that his weakness that God called you to meet and complete, instead of doing your job, you attack him for his weakness.
If they were designed by women.
Oh my God.
First of all, I need more than 2 cup holders.
Right.
Lip balms and lip glosses, because I can't be digging around in my purse at the stoplight.
2 things. You're not looking for cup holders. You're looking for a center console. Every car already has that. And 2, wait till you park. That's it. Wait till you park. Just wait till you park to get a lip gloss on. You don't need to do it right this very moment while you're at the stoplight, while you're on the highway. Just wait till you park. You'll be parked soon. You're going somewhere, aren't you?
This? What's
Yeah.
this? Why is it? No.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
I wanna.
Yep.
Or
A little
something.
harness.
A harness?
Like boobs.
Between the boobs is not working for me.
Okay, valid for comfort, and I'm no seatbelt expert. However, harnesses are kind of difficult to put on, and they have to be a little bit bulkier to be safe. And the ones that exist right now lock you in, and they kind of have to, because they can't. One click seatbelt thing kind of works. God forbid you get in an accident and it's a instead of just completely locked in, and one of them locks, and then you die. That being said, get with the racing community on the harnesses. If you're really into it, you can get a seat that would hold a harness if it's that big of a deal, but just know that you're strapped the in. You're going to be like this the whole time.
Why is there not UV protection in the windows of cars?
There is.
I'm not trying to age on this side of my face because the sun's coming in and I forgot to put sunscreen on my neck, on my shoulders. No.
Point blank. Almost all new cars. Every single one of them.
This would come standard in every single car, and that's auto parallel parking assistance.
It's not standard in every single car, but it is an option in almost every single car, and it is an option with every single brand, at least. Every single brand has a model that has an auto park assist and that does auto parallel parking.
We would redesign the airbags so that if I got into a car accident, it
Right.
wouldn't hit me in the face.
Right.
It would hit me in the chest.
Right.
If this is rage bait, it's not gonna work on me. Okay, I lied, it is gonna work on me. I almost don't even wanna explain why you don't want an airbag to just hit your chest and not your face. This is an Xbox controller and an inhaler. This is your head, this is your chest. If the airbag if it hits both, they both stop. But if it just hits your head flies off into the ether. Your neck muscles are not capable of keeping your head attached to your body when being flung at 60 miles an hour. It's just not possible.
Auto locks, like when I get into my car, I need it to lock immediately. So that nobody can come behind me and like jump in my car.
While a good idea on paper, you would have to somehow convince the automaker that every single person buying this car that has this feature will not just toss their purse in and shut the door. See, unfortunately, cars have to be idiot-proofed because you and I are idiots. Even though this is a great idea, the car company doesn't want to hear, I'm never buying another Toyota again. I'm never buying another Mitsubishi again. I locked my keys in it 40 times. And then the automaker has to go in and say stuff like, oh, well, you can change it in the settings. Nobody wants to change settings. I like to change settings, but like friends and family of mine will call me and be like, I just got this car and it's got this problem with it. And I'll go, okay, go in the settings and disable this setting and then that problem will be fixed. And they'll go, oh my God. Like it's the end of the world that the biggest problem they have with their car can be fixed by just going into a screen and changing a setting.
I guess my question is, why does this need to be explained? If y'all say y'all are so competent, why do we make videos like this?
Teeth is the man's fault.
Why do you think that?
Yeah! Take better care of her.
How is it a man's fault that a woman has a lack of character?
Because if you treated her right, it never would have happened.
I get what you're saying, but how do your decisions as an adult ultimately
Your decisions as a human being fall on you. How about you be accountable for what you did to her? There's no good men left.
Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to them.
There is nothing weirder to me than seeing a man want to find a girl that's the whole package. Beautiful, funny, smart, entrepreneurial, motivated.
See, this is why you never ask a fish how to catch fish. Because 3 of the 5 things she just listed there, we don't really even give a about. We just want you to be nice and pleasant to be around. I want to hang out and just have a good time. And entrepreneurial, if I wanted an entrepreneur, I'll just call up one of my boys and we...
Good afternoon. I'm Wendy DeVozo. I'm attorney for defendant Donald Blankenship, and I'm here with Mr. Blankenship.
Okay, thank you. I did not have Mr. Blankenship as represented. Are you making your appearance here today on his behalf?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. I was just retained, and we've actually filed a motion to set aside the default, but I don't think the court even has it yet.
Both the parties are present by Zoom video, and counsel, again, if you can put your appearance on for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Wendy DeVozo, appearing on behalf of the defendant husband, Donald Blankenship. And Your Honor, my P number is 54496. I'm out of Cadillac, Michigan.
Okay, thank you. This was set today for entry of a judgment of divorce by default. And Ms. DeVozo, can you just make a record of how you want to proceed today?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking the court to actually dismiss the motion for entry of default judgment. First and foremost, the plaintiff did not serve a proposed judgment of divorce on Mr. Blankenship according to the court rule 3.210B4A. But in fact, her motion says that she did. So we have no idea what she's asking the court to accept, for starters. Secondly, I was just retained, and I've filed, or on its way to the court, is a motion to set aside the default, the filing fee, and a response to today's motion, as well as my appearance. We are asking that the court set aside the default. The parties were actually working together and in fact had ironed out some terms, and Mr. Blankenship did prepare, and I'm going to use the word file in quotes, filed an answer with Ms. Blankenship. And I've got a receipt dated April 1st, 2025, where he mailed that to her and had shared that with her. But meanwhile, she went to the court and got a default. So I think that if the court hears the motion, there's good cause to show
So wait a minute. Y'all had an agreement. The husband was following the agreement, and you decided, I'm gonna go around him. You know, this is very common. It seems to be a modern woman tactic.
Mr. Blankenship is disabled and he is going to need his fair share of the marital estate. And so there are some important issues to decide here. So I know my motion's not before the court, but as far as request for a default judgment today, we're asking that that be dismissed for all of the above reasons.
All right, thank you. Ms. Blankenship, what is your position on this?
I would like to get this done. He may have mailed that on April 1st, but he did not serve me. I did not pick that up until the 14th.
I wonder if he sent that by certified mail. These modern women never take accountability.
So well over the allotted time as far as that. And as far as, yes, most of the stuff we have agreed on, we have come to an agreement upon. The only thing that I am asking is regarding the equity of the home. We refinanced the home in 2022. At that time, Donald and myself both got half of the equity. He took the entire equity, had it placed into an account that was in his name only that I was not aware of. He had to then re-give me the half back that we agreed upon. So the equity has already been split. It was split in January of 2022 when we refinanced the home. There's also a matter of, we had ice damage in February just before filing, which Don had took it upon himself, even though he wasn't staying here, fixed the roof, to file a claim against the homeowner's insurance, which will leave me to fix the roof because they denied the claim, will leave me to fix the entire front portion of the house, the walls and the floor in the bedroom.
Are you still staying in the house? Is that still your place of residence?
So as far as equity, I don't think it should be split 50-50 like he is saying. I think that the equity has already been taken out of the home. And I'm left with a lot of cleanup. We cut 10 acres worth of pine due to the pine beetle, and he received half of that money as well, is that myself. And then also, he has significant amount of garbage on the property that will take multiple dumpsters to clean up, which I sent to you and him in evidence.
Okay.
He didn't believe that my divorce papers, and he stated to me that I did not believe that I filed for divorce, and that was his reasoning to me for not responding.
Okay. All right. Number one, Ms. Blankenship, just so you're aware, I'm not making any decisions today about how the property should be divided up. And certainly the court will take into account your side of things, just as I will Mr. Blankenship's side of things. In terms of moving forward today, under the law, the court is required to make sure that any judgment that's entered in a divorce case is fair and equitable. So even if the default were to go forward, any judgment that was entered, the court would still be required to make that consideration. So in light of that, in light of the issues that both sides have raised here today, and without making a decision about whether the court will or won't set aside the default yet, the court cannot enter a judgment of divorce today, in my view. So, Ms. DeVozo, did you get a hearing date already for my office?
We're working on it. We did make an attempt to, but we haven't heard back from the court. So we'll continue to get that, to work on that and get the soonest date we can, so we can get this moving forward. I don't think anybody wants to spend a lot of needless time and money, but you know, here we are. So we'll try to move it forward quickly.
Well, Your Honor, I am stuck paying every bill because Donald has not paid one bill in this home, not a dollar towards anything in this home since February of this year. So I have been left to pay every single bill in this home. He has left all of his responsibilities onto me, leaving me with $600 electric bills and the house payment and his phone bill up until this last month, his car insurance up until the last month and everything else. So he has took every dollar of income that he has and used it for himself.
Are you still staying in the home? Are you staying in the home? I get he can pay his phone bill. I get he could pay as part of the insurance or whatever, But if you're still staying in the home, that's your responsibility. If that's your responsibility. Had y'all sold this stuff, it'd have been somebody else's. But because it sounds like you're still staying in the home, that's your responsibility.
Which has allowed him to retain the attorney, apparently.
Okay. If all of that is true, then that's certainly going to make a difference in how things are divided up. So, the only thing I would say, Ms. Blankenship, is you may want to consider retaining your own counsel.
I guess I will have to. That's why I was trying to move forward. We do still agree on everything. I'm not sure why he retained a lawyer other than the house. That's the only thing. He wants half of the house, and I was leaving that in your decision to make. He has also assets that he did not report, even when he responded. His drag car that he claims is a 1963 split window vet worth considerable amount of money, not the $2,000 he claimed. He also has a 1985 square-to-body pickup truck that it is his friend Joe Steele's residence or his place of work at Extreme Automotive, as well as a 72 soft top Nova. He's also removed items from the property since the divorce, and he has sold in items since the divorce.
Your Honor.
Well, look, I'm not making any decisions today, Ms. Blankenship. I understand that's your position. As I sit here, I have no idea what has gone on so far. So all of that's going to have to be hashed out either by agreement of the parties or through court proceedings. So again, Ms. Blankenship, it may be in your best interest to consult with an attorney here so that you can make sure that your rights are protected. As it is, we're going to proceed, Ms. DeVozo, with your motion to set aside the default. The court will make a ruling on that once we have a hearing for it. I am going to ask that you file, if you haven't already, a written appearance for the court file, in addition to your appearance on the record here today. And we'll go forward with that motion once that's set. And Ms. Blankenship, you will receive notice of the date and time of that. And that's how we'll proceed.
Just like a modern woman, they want to shake their head, but they did not follow the rules. They want everybody to feel sorry for them. They want all of the things to go their way, but they did not follow the rule.
Know this, when you're walking in the city with your lady, you're actually supposed to walk closer to the road. Men are supposed to walk, yes, because we as men have to protect our women from other women drivers. It is dangerous. If you like that advice, I'm writing a book. It's called How to Make Women Calm Down.
Women didn't have the right to vote until 1920. Women couldn't open a bank account in the United States until 1974.
When did men get the right to vote?
Oh, okay, I know this is exactly what you were talking about. This is what you're known for, is like getting people on a technicality that we don't historically know. But the answer to that is no. The answer to that
that's no?
No, the answer to that is the fact that in 1920, everyone was given the right to vote, but there were still barriers to vote for people of color.
When did men get the right to vote?
The right to vote was guaranteed to all people in 1920, according to the 19th Amendment.
Before 1920, were all men allowed to vote?
No.
Okay, great.
They weren't.
And then when men's
because
suffrage
of white
was passed,
supremacy and because our system was not founded equally.
Are you aware that men only got any rights to vote about a decade, roughly, before women?
That is not true. Men have been the founding fathers were all men, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
What does that have to do with the right to vote?
The right to vote was historically withheld from men of color. It was a white.
It was also withheld from
Listen to
the
me.
general population.
Do not cut me off. Do not cut me off. I am in the middle of speaking.
I don't care if you're in the middle of speaking. You're in the middle of a debate.
The right to vote.
You don't have your TikTok mute button, sweetheart?
I will not be speaking anymore until you have a conversation.
Mute button.
If we can, for both people, if we can allow each other to finish. Even if you want to jump in, just let the other person finish speaking. If somebody's going on a monologue and they're filibustering, I'll try to get them to wrap up, but just if they're making a point, just try to let them finish.
No, I did not go to school for 4 years and build a platform to be talked to like this. So I will be walking away from the microphone right now, and I would encourage you to get your guest under control. I'm going to take 2 minutes so you can ask him questions if you'd like, and I will be right back.
Because you run the show?
I just won't be back. And
I don't give a shit. What do I care? I'm here to have a debate, and I listen to your whining. Do you want to have a debate or not?
all right, I'm not going to talk to you like this.
Well, do you want to just take a little 2-minute breather? You want to take a 2-minute breather?
Would you rather give up your right to an or give up your right to vote?
Give up my right to vote. To vote. To vote.
To vote?
Yeah. Over and over when we vote.
No, you give up your right to vote.
No.
Or give up your right to no.
Give up my right to vote. No.
You don't want to vote?
I don't care about voting. Yeah, I can. Yeah, if I don't want a kid at a certain point, like it's gonna mess up my life. I feel like if there's laws, like I don't know. Vote for laws, like I don't know.
So you'd rather babies than vote?
Well, when you put it like that, I didn't say that.
No,
I
they
said
did.
vote. No.
Yeah.
I said I'd rather.
I don't care about voting. It's crazy work. I don't care about voting. It's crazy work. I'd rather do something I probably shouldn't be doing.
An hysterical woman. Is that what you're saying?
Well, see, you're demonstrating it again. Now you're trying to put words in my mouth. You're trying to put me onto a template that already exists, which is a man pulling.
You.
Yeah, you are. But every joke is only half joke, as we all know, right? You are doing the thing that is going to put a lot of people off. What I'm saying to you is, if you want to reach across the spectrum,
Okay.
Well, look, let's be honest, right? You're very good at reaching people on the hard left, and you're very good at reaching women, and that's why they love your show.
But a lot of my people will turn in to see this as well.
And
because I'll tell them it's
but
on.
you're not trying to reach them. You already reached them. And
You might
want
be.
You want to reach people on the other side, right? That's what you're saying. I think it's fair to say that I'm probably better than you at reaching people who are on the center and center right. Would that be fair?
Well, because you agree with them.
It's not because I agree with them. It's because I articulate arguments that
So
resonate
now
with
you
someone.
seem really pissed off. You're
I'm not
gonna
pissed.
be-
I'm not.
do.
I'm not even remotely pissed off. I'm just trying to make clarity on this issue, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you want to reach those people who I know how to reach, right?
I should agree with you.
No, you shouldn't agree with me. I'm just saying the strategy that you are displaying with your behavior is not going to be effective for reaching.
Lie. Because I slid into some man's DMs and I let him know he was handsome. And I told him, like, you know, you're handsome and I might just let you take me to lunch.
I didn't hear that right. Are there feces in my ear? I must have not heard that right. Did you just threaten that man? You thought he looked good, so you say, hey, buy me food. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's next? You so handsome. Do you want to pay my bills? Do you want to pay my rent? And I meant to say yes. I meant to want that. That's a threat. Where's the joy in that?
Men have always been the problem and still is today.
Are they now? Okay.
All the destruction and chaos in the world come from man.
So it's always men, is it? Not mankind. Because I've noticed that women are conveniently absent from these discussions, like they have no responsibility or culpability for any of the things that have ever gone wrong in this world. I just find that highly convenient.
Lying, cheating men.
I mean, the same could be said of a lot of women out there. But why do they keep leaving women out of these particular conversations? It's almost as if some out there seem to believe that women have no ability to affect the goings-on in the world, which is absolutely not the case, especially now. But why do they keep leaving women out?
It's not that we bashing y'all. Y'all just don't know what the f- to do. Y'all don't have no self-control.
If that wasn't bashing, well, then I certainly don't know what is. But I really do want an answer. Why do so many women leave women out of these conversations?
I'm not sure when they're going to create a class or a course called Common Sense 101, called Critical Thinking 101. I wonder how many women, if that class were to be available, would take it.
Why is it women find it hard, right?
Yeah.
To say the word sorry? Like, what's the detachment?
I can't talk for all women, but sometimes it takes time to process that we're actually wrong.
So you're not talking for all women, but you're using the word we.
That sometimes it takes me a minute to actually understand that why that was wrong.
A minute? Do you know how much time us men waste trying to make you see what you trying to say you see it in a minute is not a minute?
Really?
Yeah, we have to go through silent mode. We have to go through going out and coming back. Like, there's a lot of hurdles we got to get over for you to get to the word sorry, when it could just be simple.
Not always.
99% of the time. You know, on those bottles where they say 99 point something cleans bacteria?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Leo, I'm sorry.
Now you want to be patronizing.
See, when I say sorry, you don't believe that I'm sorry.
No, because when you say sorry, there's a big smirk on your face. The double standards are too doubled.
I actually feel like when I say sorry, you don't accept the sorry.
No, do you know why I don't accept the sorry?
Why?
Because I'm exhausted by the time we get there. So now you gotta say sorry for some other thing. Multiple crimes have been committed to get to that sorry. Multiple violations I've had to go through.
Oh, I think you are being a bit dramatic now.
How come y'all are not emotionally vulnerable? How come y'all don't tell us your feelings? You still don't see why?
Hey, quick question. What could you give your husband that you haven't gave no other guy? Like, all seriousness. That's a real question, too. And be honest. Don't lie. Don't say no stupid shit either. Be for real.
Confirm with your wife that she wants to be valued and she has boundaries that she wants respected. When she says yes, tell her that that actually describes property, and you have no problem treating her like your property. And I think we can all agree there's all types of women, just like there's all types of property. You got the women that are on the Ozempic, always out getting Botox. That's a fixer-upper. You got the women that have been with a ton of guys, passed around. That's a timeshare. Next, you got the women that wouldn't date you in high school. They're divorced now, not in the best shape anymore, but they're open to dating you now. That's a foreclosure. You got the women that have 3 kids by 4 baby daddies. All their exes cheated on them and were broke. Now they want a good man with a good job. Yeah, this woman's trying to get gentrified. Then you got the women that have been on the market forever, can't find a buyer. That's because they got a mansion attitude and a mobile home body. I'm just joking. Women are nothing like property, because over time, the value of property...
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmett Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size. You can hit the A gap like a mother.
Yeah, all right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here and talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I. If you see a woman back a car into a parking space, go the other way. That's a dude. That's a dude. If she backs her car into a parking space, I don't care what she look like getting out. That's a dude. How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single.
I'm sorry?
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No?
No. How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy broads.
Fellas, there are 6 dangerous women you must avoid at all costs. A woman who treats other men as friends and keeps them close. She is a flirt and a master manipulator. Those men are your replacements. Avoid her. A woman who only cares about your looks and brings you no real commitment. She is a shallow drifter and will leave you broken. Avoid her. A woman who is self-centered, arrogant, and a taker, who doesn't listen to you, dismisses your opinions and belittles your feelings. She is a self-centered fool who will make you feel small. Avoid her. A woman who is angry, bitter, never finds peace within herself. She will bring chaos into your life and give you no rest. Avoid her. A woman who constantly disrespects you, belittles your worth, and never values you. She doesn't deserve a place in your life. Avoid her. walk away from her and avoid her. A woman who hides things from you, keeps secrets, and leads a double life. She is a deceiver who will betray your trust. Run. And
I honestly think a lot of modern women know the way they are. They know they're deceitful. They know they're ready to lie at a moment's notice. But what they try to do in some instances is use their beauty. And I'm going to do my makeup like this. I'm going to dress like this. I'm going to put myself and present myself in this way in order to try to get a man to pay for all of that stuff. I'm not going to improve myself, actually, and try to get a good man. I'm just going to work on my beauty in order to try to find a man somewhere. And hopefully he overlooks my bad behavior and just pays me. Hopefully he overlooks all of the lying and manipulation and the gaslighting that I do and just goes ahead and pays me, goes ahead and gives me money, goes ahead and gives me that credit card, goes ahead and buys me whatever I want. I know I'm lying. I know I'm not a good person, but hopefully I can find somebody to overlook that and still sponsor my life.
Only want 20% of men, then why not fight to become one of the 20%?
If 80% of men really do only want 20% of women with no body count, then why not fight to be one of the 20%?
Instead of seeing that 20% as a reason to give up, you use it as a wake-up call to become the kind of man that you'd actually be proud of.
Instead of seeing that 20% as a reason to give up and sleep around, you use it as a wake-up call to become the kind of woman that you would actually be proud of.
By seeing women as people, not as prizes.
Because then men will see you as people and not human toy prizes.
And social proof. Women subconsciously think, okay, if people like him, then he must be worth knowing.
Second, social proof. Men subconsciously think, okay, if high-value people like her, then she must be worth knowing.
Third, master connection. The top 20% aren't just attractive. They know how to make women feel safe, seen, and actually enjoy being around women.
Third, master connection. The top 20% aren't just attractive. They know how to make men feel respected, submitted to, and actually enjoy being around men.
Making women turn around and want to put in effort to get to know you. That's the skill. You can learn it.
Making men turn around and want to get to know you because you're a traditional feminine woman that respects herself, that's the skill, and you should learn it.
Nora, as Ned, also went on about 30 dates. Did you have any fun?
Rarely.
It was just an
pretty
ordeal.
Unpleasant. Yeah.
She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at all. No clue. No idea.
That it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I really like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
I said to her, this is going to be revolutionary because it's been looked at as though men were the perpetrators and women were the victims.
Ultimately, Ned told most of his dates that he was Nora. Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
Sorry for being bitchy.
Please.
But after 18 months of deception, she was unraveling. Her checked into a hospital with severe depression. Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy. They need our love.
Still a very sad story to this day. Very, very sad.
I'm gonna say, oh, I don't dress for men, it's just for myself. So you would do this, all this exact, if there was no man in the world, you walk outside, there was no man in the world, you would do your hair and makeup and dress like this and have your out? No, you would not. Shut up.
No,
Shut up.
good work.
As a man in an intimate relationship, they do not appreciate an ambitious, driven, successful woman.
Yeah, because it fundamentally...
It does not serve them fundamentally.
It also doesn't serve you in the relationship. And I make this very clear. If I go, hey, baby, dinner tomorrow night, 8:30, get dressed and ready. And you're like, ooh, I have a house showing at 8:30. I can't.
You're turned off instantly.
Instantly, you're not my woman. Your devotion meter is going...
Because you want a woman to serve you in all aspects, essentially.
No, yeah. There's a certain component that when you're with a man, you're with that man exclusively. And I think that women go, well, I don't like that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's okay to feel that way. I want you to recognize how you really desire that for your best interest. And if you can, as a woman, recognize that, you will start realizing,
Oh, yeah.
it's not my husband. Someone's telling me what to do. And there's no liberation in the fact that now your 8:30 dinner plans with a person you love is now coming for a guy that needs a paycheck and a quote.
But you didn't tell me you had 4 kids.
Okay, and I was supposed to tell you that? I was supposed to tell you that right now when I just met you 2 days ago?
Yeah, you were supposed to tell me that. How you gonna lie?
I never lied, I just haven't told you yet. I have 4 kids, okay, so what's the problem?
You got 4 kids. That's 4 other mouths to feed. Plus yours.
And so what? So are you not capable of taking care of them?
Yeah, I'm capable of taking care of them, but I don't want to. It's my choice.
So why did you feel like you needed to bring me to a date? You said that you would like the type of person that I am. So if that's the case, why is it that you don't want to go date me furthermore now?
But you got 4 kids.
Okay, and?
Was you ever married? Was you ever married?
No, I was not. I got 3 baby daddies.
Okay, but you got 3 baby daddies? See, I know. No, baby girl, I ain't got no problem. Listen, I like you. You cool. Man, listen, one baby daddy.
It's not even cool at this point. One baby daddy what? I don't have one baby, I have 3.
Okay, 1 kid, okay, maybe you made a mistake. 2, you pushing it. 3, no, hell no. That's just what you do. 4, hell no. You that type of person. That's just who you are.
Okay, so that's not who I am. That's not who you asked me to be.
You ain't never been married and you got 4 kids.
Okay, and I'm trying to get married, so what's the problem?
At this point, it's too late. You might well stay with the that you with.
It's crazy. That's crazy. And rude and disrespectful at the end of the day.
No. Ain't nobody being rude. Listen.
And I'm recording you just to let you know.
I mean,
just so I can put you out here on how you want to treat women, single mothers. You got a problem.
Man, listen. For me, with all the accomplishments and the things that I've done, for me to deal with a single mother, man, that's 7. That's 7.
It's not 7. And what's wrong with me being a single mother though? Because I'm very strong at the end of the day.
Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
My kids. I'm not asking you to take care of my kids.
You're not asking me to take care of your kids, but it's gonna go like that. You're gonna say you're not asking me to take care of your kids now, and then when they get later down the road, I'm supposed to be responsible for them.
You don't. At the end of the day, if you plan on being my husband, or if any man plan on being my husband, you're gonna eventually have to. You're gonna have to be there. Their dad's not in their life like that. They need a father figure. What do you mean?
Well, you need to call their daddy. 3 of them. You got an options. Call one of them to do something. I mean, I'm not getting no. Listen, you cool. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna pay for the food. That's why I brought you out. I mean.
So you not paying for the food now?
No, because you lied to me. I don't feel right. This ain't cool. You should have told me that up front.
So who's gonna pay for the food? Because I'm not paying. I got 4 kids.
Call one of their baby daddies. Man, listen. You got options. Call one of them.
I got 4 kids. So you telling me that you're not gonna pay for the food? I'm not.
Listen, but I pay for what I got. You pay for yours. Man, no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
So you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm good. And then you record me, man.
Okay.
That's what's wrong with y'all today.
Right, and I'm
that's what's wrong with y'all now.
So nobody don't want to date you. Period.
Listen, yo, ain't nothing wrong with you being a baby.
A baby baby mama.
Yeah, baby mama. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You can be a wife to somebody. Maybe you do. Listen, you could be a baby mama, but I ain't got no kids. Why would I want kids? 4. That's 5 people in the house, yo. Why don't you date somebody with kids? Put that on your profile.
Did I ask you if you have kids?
No, you didn't, but you should if you got 4.
You got kids?
No, I ain't got no kids. But you got 4 though.
Right, so therefore first of all, you gonna pay for this food.
I'm not paying for nothing, bro. I'm not paying for nothing. You might well go on ahead and call one of your baby daddies. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out.
So you didn't think that I was gonna follow you? You didn't think I was gonna follow you? Like you're not gonna take me home?
No, I'm not taking you home.
What do you mean?
You gotta call one of your many baby daddies. I'm not taking you home.
My baby daddy, like, bro, like I rode with you. So how you think that I'm supposed to get home?
You should have thought about that when you was lying, man.
Bro,
I'm out, yo.
Bro, that's not even cool.
Hey, Uber, you can use Uber. Bye.
That's not even cool, bro.
Like I said, they know they're deceiving. They know they're conniving. They know exactly what they got up. But sometimes they be trying to do this thing to where they be like, oh, well, I was going to tell you eventually. You already knew how that man was going to act. You already knew, based on your experience, how most men act, how most men respond to you. You was just trying to rope the man in and get that man to care about you and love you first. And then him say, oh, man, I'm already in too deep. What you probably was going to do is, well, I got a kid. And then, oh man, well, I guess it's one. Well, I love you too much. I guess it's okay to get a kid, have a kid, right? I'll take on the kid. I really didn't want it like that, but it is what it is. I'm a real man, that sort of stuff, right? And then maybe after knowing that kid for about a year, she come in and talk about crying and boo-hooing. oh, I just found out, oh, that I not only have one, but but two. Mm-hmm. And then it's gonna go on like that, because that's a big one. You're gonna have to go on with that one for about 4 or 5 years, right? And then that last kid is gonna have to come about 6 or 7 years in, when he's already in too deep. So I just gotta call, sit down. You're gonna want to sit down for this. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Can you cut the TV off? I know we're supposed to have a date night. Ruining date night, by the way. He didn't come home, want to go get some good food, already ready to go, dressed up, cologne on, got his nice little chain, accessories on, nice little shades on. You know, he looking good, looking cool, ready to go out. Dante, I got something to talk to you about. And throw that bombshell on him. And that's when he leave. Dante, no, please. And that's when he leaves, and he go to a hotel. He cut his phone off. Please, you calling the police. You calling his brothers, his sisters, his mama, his daddy, his cousin. Please, somebody find Dante, please. Because you've been lying. I'm telling you, man, that's what they doing. They know exactly what they got going on. They be lying because they know no men are talking to them. No men are approaching them. They know that. They already know what the game is. And for as many of them will talk about, I still get men. You're not nobody. They're not approaching you. You're sitting up here lying, and you know that. And that's how you're trying to get a man. And once a man scopes you out, once he does his proper research, it's over for you.